Okay, good. Okay, thanks for like and share. Really appreciate this. Okay, Cindy. This is a very unusual place to do a talk. I'm actually in one of the Airbnb, yeah, in Europe, and the best place of the whole house to do a live stream because of internet is in the kitchen. So, so please pardon me that they are doing a live stream in the kitchen. Okay, but it's better than my roadside and all those places that I do. Yes, good afternoon, everybody. Yes, hello, Zihao, good to see you. Wenliang, good to see you. Everybody, good to see you. Okay, yes, good to see everybody. Dennis, good to see you too. Um, is this page live already? I didn't see anybody. Yes, yeah. Okay, cool. All right, good. Is it time to all in on stocks? We'll discuss that. How about that? Okay, we'll discuss this. Okay, let me bring this down a little bit. It's a bit too tall. Yes, Charlene, good to see you. Yes. Angeline, good to see you. I think it's good that nowadays, yes, good to see you, a brilliant chicken genius. Yes. Yes, Kit. Okay, King Kit. Yes, good to see you too. Okay, Mimi, good to see you. Yes. Okay, so today I'll do a quick one on what I think the stock market situation is. Moving forward, I will have a balance of good financial traits and behaviors, okay, and culture, and also on stock market as well, so that you get a balance. No, I'm not in Singapore. I'm still in Europe. Okay, this is a Airbnb, and this the best place to be in the house for. The best place to be in the house for internet is in the kitchen. So I gotta be in the kitchen. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this talk. This talk mainly is to see where the market is going, and I will give you my view. How about that? Okay, so I will need everyone to give a like. Please give a like. If you can't give a like, it's because you haven't logged in on YouTube. Please go out, log out, and then log in again to give a like, because it will help promote the video. A lot of times when I give a talk, I want to set the market at a market in the right perspective. If it's bad, I want to tell people, in a way that to let them know the actual factual things on the ground. If it's good, I'll tell you the factual thing on the ground. And I try to take out emotionalism, fear, panic, greed, and all this out of my talks. That's essentially what I do. Okay, and the best kind of investors there are is actually those investors that are devoid of emotions. So things like greed, pride, fear, disappointment, joy, all this all must go away. Okay, you guys ready? Okay, so you can download the slides. I've prepared the slides for you guys. This is my 222nd talk. So the title of my talk today is, okay, why is the market rebounding now? Buy. Is it a time to buy? Okay, so yes, so yeah. Angeline, you say finally caught me on live. My notification finally working. Oh, you got YouTube actually works better. So if those of you on Facebook, we got Facebook people here, you could actually migrate over to YouTube. That'll be the best. My YouTube channel is called 1M65 on YouTube. The notification works better there. The Facebook notification is, don't know why, it doesn't really work all the time, So a lot of time after I give the talk, then people say, hey, how come Mr. Lu, I never get receive the talk, I missed the market, and that kind of thing is, I don't know how to I don't know how to answer those questions. Okay, yes. So for those people on Facebook, from Premium Mall, thanks for joining us. I know most of you are B's customers. There is a 7% voucher today on Shopee. It ends at 2359 tonight. Okay, so you might want to go over there if you are not here for finance, but 7% is pretty rare. Okay, up to $300 discount, something like that. Okay, good. Okay, let's go and talk. Okay, so as usual, the usual disclaimer: I'm not here to tell you to buy or sell. At best, I will tell you what I'm doing. This is for education and for entertainment, and not for as a finance guide. Okay. All right. The stock market has amazingly have a recovery in the first period is largely in the absence of good news. Despite no good news, okay, in the beginning of the week, the markets were rising. That's pretty amazing, right? Pretty amazing. And not only the S&P 500 went up, but the Nasdaq also went up. Okay, and only at the end of the week, then a piece of good news came about, which I'm going to share with you in a short while. Some people say, "Ayya, Mr. Lu, I didn't catch the lowest point." Hi, Kenny, good to see you. I can see your light. See, Kenny always very nice. Give me a blast of light. Thank you. Okay, so Mr. Lu, I missed the lowest point again. It's okay lah. The rebound is only about 3% only. Yes. Okay. Angela, good to see you too. So it's actually not a very serious rebound. Not a very serious rebound. And in the overall scheme of things, the markets are still down phenomenally by a lot. The S&P 500 from the start of this year till now is still down by 22%, and the Nasdaq is down by 30%. Okay, so it is still quite a significant drop. So for me, by now I don't see that big an issue, right? But everybody is still very fearful that market can go down some more. I need to remind everybody that it is nearly impossible to catch the lowest point. And there are some smart Alex in our group who claim that they know how to catch the lowest point. And if you are so good, you won't be attending my channel. You'll be a fund manager basically, right? Okay. I think the single piece of mega good news that is underplayed, okay, is the news by the San Francisco Federal Reserve President. Her name is Mary Daly. Okay, Mary Daly, she's usually seems like a mouthpiece of Jerome Powell, which is the Federal Reserve Chairman. And Mary Daly often come out and say, kind of leak the news first before Jerome Powell does it. You may not know, Siu Qing, good to see you. You may not know, good afternoon to you. You may not know, but in politics, a lot of times there are subtle leakages that comes out first, and they're all intentional. Then the main person will come out and deliver the big news. Else the market will be shocked. And that's, if you deliver good news, you do that. If you deliver bad news, you could do that as well. It's just like GST, right? GST, we're going to increase it in 1st of January. And we have announced it way ahead. Little bit by little bit by little bit by little bit. Keep announcing, Jen with you. Keep announcing, until the final day when it comes, you no feeling ready, right? So then good news, you tend to announce a little bit at a time, and the final thing comes out, the market don't go into turbulence. Basically, this is Francis, good to see you. This is politics 101. In Singapore, we do that. In US, they do that as well. Okay, so Mary Daly came out and said this amazing piece of news. Sean, good to see you too. Okay, Mary Daly said that they are now talking about step down in supersized pace of interest rate hikes. They are actually saying right now that we are now thinking of slowing down the super size interest rate hikes, which is basically telling you that they won't increase 75 basis points, which is a 0.75% interest rate anymore. They're thinking about that. They're not saying that they will, but they are saying that they are thinking about it. It's just like leaking a bit of bad news first, thinking a bit of bad news first, or leaking a bit of good news, leaking a good news first. So that's good news. That's huge news. Okay. So Mary Daly right now basically stressed that going slower is not stopping. Basically, you still need to go and whack this inflation really hard. So you still need to increase interest rate, but you don't need to increase those super size interest rate, which is already factored in the stock market. Of course, then the stock market, have a very big very big reaction to it. Okay, it's all over the news media. Okay, so Federal Reserve daily says it's time to start thinking of slowing rates. Need to further raise the business. Oh, sorry, this is very interesting news comparison. Just on 5th, okay, just on 5th of October, 5th of October, Mary Daly was still saying that, hey, we still need to, you still need to whack inflation really hard, right? Then now they flip, just on 21st of October, she start changing her stance. There's this sudden realization by the Federal Reserve that maybe we have, overdone it, or maybe it's time that we start slowing down the rate of increase. And that's good news. That's good news. Okay, that's good news. And I think that it is finally a real serious change. Okay, real serious change. Yes. Yeah. Sorry for those people. I just got a notification. For those of you coming in for shopping, please go to Shopee. Okay, all the 7% vouchers are there. Okay. And we're here talking about finance with apologies. Okay. So let's talk about. I've mentioned many times that I mentioned many times that the inflation rate is slowing down, and it is indeed slowing down. It was at 9.1%, now it's at 8.2%. It's slowing down. Maybe it's not slowing down fast enough, but the seriousness of it is slowing down. And I already said many times that there are many signals that tells us it's slowing down. Okay, so the Fortune magazine, now are big magazines that talk about it now. Fortune magazine says that the Fed is oversteering on inflation. Every signal suggests that it's really cooling. So the Federal Reserve keep looking at the inflation rate, okay, with one big mistake. I've said it many times. Okay, I've said it many times. One big mistake. And what's the big mistake? It says, every indicator seems to indicate that it's still going up. But the indicator is a lagging indicator. Okay, shit, something went in my eye. I mentioned many times that the CPI is the terrible lagging indicator. Okay, terrible lagging indicator because of housing. Okay, and you know what? In the recent 1 week or so, many analysts start talking about what I've been talking about it for the last few weeks. So now the analysts are now talking about it that, hey, actually the housing indicator is a lagging indicator, and the whole CPI the whole CPI is actually lagging what's happening on the ground right now. So the analysts and the Federal Reserve, possibly the Federal Reserve, are now realizing it. Okay. Now, on the ground right now, all the news are telling us that house prices are falling and all these things. So it's quite a serious thing that house prices are coming down. But yet the CPI is still showing it's going up because it's a lagging indicator. Okay, lagging indicator. I'll answer all the questions later after my talk. So please park your question and then you can ask them again later. Okay. So news came out and say that, has inflation peaked in the US? Shelter is housing, is the highest part of the CPI index, and it's a lagging indicator, meaning that prices has already reached the highest. So shelter, which is housing, is the biggest part of the CPI, and that is one of the few only indicators that is still going up. But on the ground, everything is coming down already, including housing. So it's because I told you how the housing CPI is being computed, so as lagged the real ground. So it's very, very serious. So let me read to you some of the articles what it says. Okay, on housing, much of attention has been focused on the August high CPI print of 9% annualized housing inflation, but this backward-looking measure may already be outdated. Housing CPI naturally lags as it captures all leases, even though it don't renew at any given time. So it takes time for price decrease in new lease to get reflected in CPI. This is on top of a survey design flaw, okay, which causes the CPI to mechanically built in another few months of lag effect. So basically what it says in a nutshell is that CPI on the ground is coming down for housing. It's just that the way it's constructed is lagging the true effect. Okay. Another article says that his thinking is in line with mine, which seems to say that CPI is peaked, which the largest contributing component to the August CPI is being shelter, which is well known as the most lagging part of the basket. So if the lagging part of the basket is the only component that's still rising, it must be that the price impulse is reversing. So it cannot be Mr. Lu, some roadside handbag seller that knows this, okay? It cannot be that the analysts can see this. The Federal Reserve or a few super smart people must be able to see this. Oh, I'm still in Europe. I'm just in an Airbnb. Okay, in the kitchen. I'm so sorry. So it's a massive lagging indicator. Okay, massive lagging indicator. So housing is not so serious. Okay, housing inflation is really a lagging indicator. So chances are inflation is gonna come down really big time. Let's talk about a few very interesting news that I see around, and I don't know whether you all have signed up to my TikTok channel. Where's my phone? Oops, my phone. Oh yeah, shucks. Okay, my phone is there. So I'm going to show you something interesting about. We talk a lot about Europe energy crisis, and it was my view that the Europe energy crisis is a serious crisis. I say Europe is going to die, right? I've got a change of mind. Okay, I've got a change of mind. I want you all to watch this video. Okay. Wait, I'm trying to play it. Okay. I'm trying to play it. Okay. So I was walking the streets of shopping streets of Italy, and guess what? So Europe is in serious energy crisis, right? Because the euro has fell tremendously, gas prices have gone up, heating costs have gone up, cost of living have gone up. So therefore, every media is saying that it's a serious crisis, right? I say that, right? But I was in Europe just a few days. I'm still in Europe. I was in a huge shopping street in Europe, something like the Orchard Road equivalent. Guess what I saw? Okay, I'm going to show you this video. I hope you all can see it. Yeah. You cannot imagine the shopping crowds. What Ukraine war, what inflation, what recession. Rubbish. Look at that, man. Walao. Wow, look at that, man. Wow, it's like 人山人海, people mountain, people sea. Okay? When things get tough, the tough go shopping. I don't think it's tough at all, man. Just look at the crowd. Wow. Yeah, so alright, let's go shopping. Everybody, let's go shopping, man. Yay! Shopping! Okay, so anyway, I was giving a try at TikTok. This video is in my 1M65 TikTok channel. So you can go to TikTok and try 1M65. It's also in premiummall.sg TikTok channel as well. So Uncle also need to go on TikTok as well. Okay, anyway. So I've also loaded on YouTube shorts as well. Anyway, so back to back to the slides. So I have a change of mind. It cannot be, right? If things are really that bad, the world cannot be so crowded. Yeah, it cannot be so crowded. Something is wrong. Cannot be so crowded. It's people like shopping. A lot of people say, but they only do window shop, they didn't buy. Oh, I can assure you, the queues are very real outside LV, Gucci, and Chanel and all this. Super long. Like no need the money on. Yeah. So they have a mix of tourists and locals, but one big finding that I have is that there's a hell lot of Americans now touring. You know why? Okay, there's a hell of Americans right now touring in Europe. Why? What do you think is the reason? There's a lot of Americans now touring. in Europe. My guess is they're also coming down to Singapore for one simple reason. What is that? Yes, yes, okay, yeah. There is one simple reason. The US dollar is very, very strong. Is super, super strong. Yeah, they're super, super strong. Okay, the US dollar is super strong, and those people who bet against the US must be out of your freaking mind. Yeah, US is the biggest. I've said before many times, long time ago, and I said recently as well. US is the biggest winner out of this crisis. The whole world is still crashing, and US is the one that's still rising. You still want to bet against the US? You must be out of your mind, right? Somebody say, "Oh, US is gonna go collapse. US is gonna do that." I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Okay, so let's talk about the Europe energy crisis. No, and it's a very interesting article that I have here, and it's in the slides. But I'm going to read to you. Okay, someone actually said the topic I'm most looking forward to chatting about is the Europe energy crisis. There's this expert, Steno lives in Europe, and he has researched the flow of energy extensively. Okay, and it's amazing to learn that perhaps the largest contributor, okay, of the insane price rise is because all the Europe leaders ordered the country to fill up their reserve tanks. Now, if every Europe leader asked the country to fill up their reserve tank, what will happen? Okay, this resulted in everyone buying extra natural gas all at once. So the prices shot to the roof, of course. Now that the reserves are nearly full, it is before peak natural gas usage season. There could be a reverse effect where prices may crash. Oh, that's very interesting to me, right? That's very, very interesting to me. Yeah. So, I thought that's very interesting news to me. So maybe the Europe debt crisis isn't going to be that serious. No, maybe it's a misjudgment of my part and a misjudgment of many economists. So I've seen on the ground right now that huge shopping crowds are in damn expensive merchandise. Okay, damn expensive merchandise. And then we have got huge American tourist crowds everywhere, and maybe anecdotally it's not so serious. Yeah, not so serious. Now, interesting. Some people say, "Hey, but Mr. Lu, OPEC is going to cut oil, you know." Yeah, OPEC is going to cut oil production, and then President Biden is very unhappy. So OPEC is the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Country. So they're going to cut oil price. They're going to cut oil production. Oil production, as a result, if the supply goes up, the prices will go up. But you know what? Okay, that news has already came out, so everybody will have anticipated that. But the strange thing is that the oil prices is still at $85. It's still very cheap. Okay, it's still very cheap. It went up by little, but it didn't go up by very much. It went from somewhere around $78, $79 lowest, and rebound to 85. So not that big a jump. Yeah. So what does it tell you? Okay. So let me read to you what's the reason. Okay. In a meeting on Wednesday in Vienna, the OPEC group consists of most of the world's top exporters agreed to cut production on paper by 2 million barrels a day. Okay, the biggest slash in production since the beginning of 2020. But in reality, the cartel will probably shave like 1 million barrel off the market because most of the OPEC members are already underproducing. Yeah. Crude prices nudged up Wednesday by a little, but did not spike. So I don't think it's that serious. It's very, very difficult to get them to cut production. By the way, it's a negotiation process, teeth pulling. Cut production means everybody. If you don't cut equally, you might lose money. So I think very interesting to see where the state of the economy is. So basically, my assessment, okay, and I could be wrong, okay, my assessment is that in a grand scheme of things, it's a great thing that the Federal Reserve realized that, they don't that inflation is probably peaking. Already peak is over actually. And a lot of the CPI indicators are lagging indicators. So therefore, they don't need to increase the interest rate by so much. They still need, but don't increase by so much. So maybe instead, the next round, what we are probably going to look at is not a 75 basis point, it's probably a 50 basis point or 0.5% interest rate rise. And the market has really built in 75 basis point for 2 rounds already. So right now, if there's a change, the market should have a turn. And given that if the inflation is going to start falling, okay, remember, prices don't need to fall for inflation rate to fall. You understand that, right? I educated a lot of you in the previous round. Prices do not need to fall for inflation rate to fall. Prices just need to stop rising and the inflation rate will fall, okay? So if the prices will actually fall, inflation will turn negative, okay? And that's another set of a problem. So my assessment is that because the market is so tense up and so jittery and so fearful, we will still see a lot of volatility. Have you ever go to ghost house before? You go to ghost house before, those kind of ghost house in Sentosa and those kind of carnival. You go in so scared, suddenly one ghost jump up, you start running, right? Then you start creeping, and another thing jump up, you start screaming. So basically, this is a very good analogy. Yeah? Basically, what's the best thing to do? What will happen is that the market all creeping, trying to buy, then something like a ghost says, whoa. You don't need to, just whoa. Why everybody will scream and run and everything, and then market will crash. And then it creep, and then the next ghost come out, whoa, and then it creep down. So what we call a volatile recovery, okay? Volatile recovery. I would say a very, very volatile recovery. By end of the year, I still think so, yeah. I tell you very interesting story of how my kids went to a ghost house, okay, in one of carnival and came out totally no issue. We went to a carnival in, I don't know, in US or in Hong Kong, I think it's US, those kind of ghost house. Okay, those kind of ghost house, right? Where people scared. So my kids then were all very young, all scared like shit. But they all want to go in. But they all scared like shit. Okay? So guess what happened? So three of them, it's very funny how they went through. And this story is important for stock market. You know that you go into a ghost house. Everything is full of ghosts and scary stuff, right? People jumping. Have you ever been to a ghost house before? People jumping. There's sometimes people kind of grab your leg and all sorts of stuff. Whoa, that kind of thing, right? Spiders jumping out, monster coming out, Dracula, ghosts, everything. So my kids were damn small, maybe, primary school and kindergarten time. So Kate Lou was in front. So me and B was holding on the kids. Kate Lou was in front. She literally walked in front with her eyes covered by my wife. So my wife covered her eyes so that she cannot see, right? And then the little girl is hidden. At that time of winter, so the little girl was hidden, in my jacket. It was behind in my jacket, okay. And Benjamin was behind my jacket. Can you imagine? So two kids are behind a jacket, and we literally walked through the whole thing and things like that. Now the adults were really scared. I wanted to be scared, but it's very uncomfortable. The kids are all crowding around me. I was like, and then the eyes being covered and walking, and then make sure they don't trip and things like that. Then the ghost jump out. I was like, see, I got no time to take care of you. I was very busy, and then, just about 10 minutes we walk out of the ghost house. It was scary, but no chance to be scared for the adults, and the kids cannot see anything. And then we asked the kids, are you all scared? They said, I didn't see anything. They also don't dare come out, right? So all scared. What's the moral story? 看不到就没有事. If you cannot see, you got no fear. Okay. Second moral story is if you are very, very busy, you got no time to go and bother about all this up, down, up, down. Basically, you buy in the stock market already. You buy in the stock market, okay, and you already invested, just go on with your life. Yeah, don't go and see, don't go and think, just go on with your life. Last few days I was so busy with bees work and things like that, I got no time to watch the stock market. Right? So the up down didn't really bother me. Unfortunately, it was up. But nevertheless, now weekend I took a look. Oh wow, market has gone up quite a lot. Yeah. So basically, the analogy is like me and B going through the ghost house with three kids. The three kids cover their eyes, or got hidden under the jacket. They cannot see anything. The adults were so preoccupied taking care of kids that they went through a whole ghost house without feeling anything. You can see where I'm coming at, right? When you hit the stock market, it's like going in a turbulent time like this, like in a ghost house. If you already bought at a good price, just stay away. It can go down further, it doesn't matter. You got a good price. In 10, 20 years, 30 years, the market will shoot up like crazy. And then if I'm still alive, will come and thank me then. Okay? Alright, okay? Yeah, don't see, don't care. Yeah, okay? So, yeah. Alright, cool. Okay? I can take some questions right now, and later I'm gonna go to the outlets. Some exciting stuff going on. Okay? Yes, I can answer a question. Mr. Lu, adding more? Yes, I'm gonna add more. Yes, convincingly yes. How to determine it's good price? The price went up by 20%. I don't know. I don't know about you. I think it's a good price. Yeah, don't see, don't care. Yeah, that's the best part. Okay, you've got to prepare for market turn out. When is my next fiscal talk? I'm so busy that I don't have time to organize that. Yeah, okay. I haven't got time to talk, but I turned down quite a lot of invitation because I really have no certainty over my fiscal schedule. Yes. Do whatever it takes, do whatever to take away the distraction of market. Just live your life, right? Just live your life. Don't need to, you got to have your own day job and activity and all this, right? Stock market, all these are not meant to be watched every day, every moment. 看了也没用. Any black swan look up? A lot, right? But that's why I'm advising you, don't go and look at it. Yeah. If you bought okay, let's say you bought it at now, which is minus 20%. So what, it went down by 30%. Oops. Alright, sorry guys, the internet died. Okay, the internet died, I don't know why. I think the modem overheated. Sorry guys. Internet died, okay. Discount when it's sorry guys, the internet just died, okay, I don't know why. Yeah, trying to get it up. I can't get it up. Okay, anyway. Alright guys, so sorry, okay, the internet just died. That's the problem with Europe internet now. Okay. Alright, okay. Okay. Alright, good. Okay, sorry guys, internet just died. I don't know why, okay. Okay, YouTube is still on. I think Facebook all died already. Okay, so yes, I can't remember what was my last thing I talked about. Yeah. Yes. So any other last questions? Yeah, how's Europe? Europe is amazingly good. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. So sorry for that. Yeah. So anyway, it's okay now. So any last questions before we go off? I am probably eating into your dinner time. Yep. Should we buy monthly or buy every few months when it's good price? I cannot tell what you should do. I would just whack heavy into when the market crash. You were saying about, oh yes, so fiscal talk, the energy is a lot higher, and I feel that when it's come to fiscal talk, the energy is a lot higher. You can go to my TikTok. I actually got some videos on my fiscal talk. You can see the energy is a lot higher. If you want just knowledge, then of course online talks or just reading is okay. But if you want to be, trying to think of the right word to use, do you want to be infused, to be brainwashed in that sense, okay? Then a physical talk will be a lot better. A lot of us need to be brainwashed in the sense that, we are too fearful, we're too fearful, we are too frightened and whatsoever. Then I will drive the energy in. Yeah. So when you had the talk that I gave, the energy at the physical talk was amazing. Yeah, it's no comparison, man. The physical talk, the energy there is like, yeah, full power, man. Yeah. Yeah. Who attended my physical talk the last time? Oh, William, you were there. Who else attended? You found that the physical talk was very good. Okay, I was at one of my best ever. Yes. Yeah, better assurance if at the top. Yeah, it's you get the full energy here. No environment. Okay, I want to go but got COVID. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, be surrounded environment of people that make you better. Okay, cool. All right, with this, how do you get so energetic for physical talk? Drink coffee if you got talk. No, I'm very passionate about this topic. Yeah. Physical talk, we're not disconnected. Yes. Okay. Oh, Jia Hao said he was there too. It was great. Yeah. The physical talk, the energy is very different. It can be life changing for some of you. That's why I always, I like physical talk. Yes. Mr. Lu, last question. Do you think China will attack Taiwan? As long as Taiwan don't go and kacau and just go and declare independence, I don't think they will. Yeah. You see, big countries like Russia and China wouldn't attack the small one if they were not provoked. Okay, I'm not saying that it's right. It's right that they do all this invasion, but they were provoked. Yeah, these small countries must learn to not to provoke the big countries. Better go and learn from Singapore government. Yeah. Okay. Okay, with this, I hope you find this talk useful. Okay, and we'll call it a day, and I'll see you on either Monday or Tuesday. Okay. All right. Good. Okay. So have a good Sunday, and tomorrow is Deepavali, right? I just realized this. So please enjoy your holiday. To all our Hindu friends and family, please go have a wonderful time of enjoyment with all your relatives. And this is one of the few holidays now you can go visitation. Yeah. So the last few ones, Hari Raya and Chinese New Year, they didn't have it. Okay. So you are the first. Group to enjoy this privilege. Really enjoy it. Really, please go enjoy it. Okay, and then the rest of us will also enjoy it. Happy holidays, everybody. Okay, happy holidays. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Mayin, good. Jonathan, thank you too. Do you realize that my hair is growing? My hair is growing, right? You can see it. Yeah, my hair is growing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So, yes. Okay. Yeah, a lot of baby hair is coming out. Sorry, I thought it's a good. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, these are the ones that fall. So better enjoy looking at it when before it falls. Yeah. Result look good. Worth the money. Okay. This is a prelude to what it could be in a year's time. Okay. Cool. All right. Good night, everybody. Okay. Have a good evening, everybody. Go enjoy your holidays. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. See you, everybody. Okay. See you. See you. It was itchy. It's itchy. Itchy. I don't like it. It's itchy. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Good evening. Okay. Charlie, thank you. Okay. Yes. All right. Angela, thank you to you too. Okay. Gu, thank you to you.